Hey everyone, this is Rohit, and in this video, I'm going to talk about how do you know if you're ready for coding interviews. This is one of the most common asked questions, and this is also something that I've personally encountered, that I personally didn't know when I was really ready for the interview. So in this video, I'm going to share about my personal views on how to know if you're ready for a coding interview. So this is completely my point of view. So if you have any other ready for coding interviews, do let me know in the comment down below. So the metrics which I personally use to know if I'm ready for coding interviews are if I'm able to solve any easy problem within 10 minutes, any medium problem within 20 minutes, and any hard problem within 30 minutes of time. So when I say I solve a problem, that means I don't look at the discussion section, I don't look at the hints, I have solved the coding problem with the most optimal solution, and also I make sure that I have not seen the problem recently, or the best way, do it in a contest. If I'm able to solve a contest like the LeetCode contest, which we have every week on Sundays. So if I'm able to solve at least 3 questions on contest consecutively for, let's say, 3 to 4 weeks, then that would give me confidence that I am ready for the technical interview. Now, there's a bit of trick part here too, because coding interviews are also a game of luck. Let's say if you have mastered graph algorithms and you got in the coding interview the graph question. So it's no doubt that you'll be able to easily clear the coding interview because you have mastered that algorithm. So it's a luck game as well. So another metric that I personally use is, let's say if I'm interviewing for 10 companies, let's say that I've scheduled 10 technical rounds which involve DSA or coding interviews, then if I am personally able to clear the 4 or 5 minimum coding interviews, then I can say that I am ready for more coding interviews. Another key metric that I would use is, am I able to pass the technical coding interviews for at least 4 or 5 rounds that I've given. This can be mock interviews, but I would highly recommend you to try to have mock interviews with your friends who knows what type of the typical questions are being asked in the company. So if you're interviewing for Google or Amazon, then try to have a mock interview with one of your friends who is a software engineer who is also preparing for this technical rounds, and ask them to look at the type of questions that Amazon or Google typically ask during the coding interview. Let them choose a random question. That would be the closest mock interview. So try to have the same amount of time as well. Knowing when you are truly ready for an interview can be very, very daunting, because there's a dilemma, because you're studying for a coding interview and you're in that endless loop of learning. Let's say if I'm currently studying dynamic programming, and everyone knows that learning dynamic programming can take time, but the probability of a dynamic programming being asked in your coding interview is quite less. It's better to focus your time on other algorithms which are most oftenly asked, like trees or graph, depending on which company you're currently interviewing with. So don't take failure in one coding interview reflect on the other coding interviews that you are going to have with different company or the same company. That's all for this video. So I hope you like this video, and do subscribe to my YouTube channel for more such content.